Welcome back to another Market Open live stream. It is exciting to be here because we have a bit of what appears to be a little bit of a U-turn happening in the market. This comes at the same time as Justice Kavanaugh has announced that he has COVID, and at the same time as Europe has seen its highest levels of inflation in the last 13 years. In addition to these two pieces of news, it looks like we've got the Dow Futures up 0.29%, the S&P Futures up 0.24%, NASDAQ Technologies up 0.09%. This is definitely a U-turn from the futures that we had earlier in the pre-market session. Earlier in pre-market, futures were down as much as 0.5% across all of the different indices. Leading a lot of folks to wonder if we were going to have a red start to October. But September is now behind us. So, I mean, technically, now we're ready to go to the moon. So let's just take off then. Why don't we? So let's see. Let's take a look. What's going on in the space of stocks and the stock market? Lots of dips to buy yesterday. Let's see if there are any dips left over to buy, or if everything's going to be U-turning again. We'll see what's going on. So it looks like here in the start, or off to the start, we've got IronNet and Camber Energy, some two momentum plays that are down 14% on IronNet and 7.33% on Camber Energy here. This is a little bit of a pullback on these, so probably a little bit more than expected, although it looks like I don't know what just happened. Oh, there it is. Camber Energy still here. And at the same time, we've got Moderna down 4.9%. Sometimes, though, in pre-market, some of this pricing looks a little funny. For example, I'm pretty sure I just saw United up here in one of the top loser stocks, but it actually disappeared from that. So sometimes you get that where the brokerages briefly or momentarily show you a little funny list that's not exactly right. Who knows? All right, so let's see here. Let's get logged in here. Perfect. Okay, so then we've got Gilead Sciences, Pfizer, Rocket Lab. These guys down about 1.5%. Metamaterials, Canopy Growth, Canoe, Emeren, Gevo. Gosh, these all sound like momentum. The one that is falling, see, it just bounced around here. Where'd it go? It was DocuSign. I was going to say one that is red, that is not a momentum stock by any means, is DocuSign. And if anything, I hope that momentum continues to the downside, so that way I could go shopping for some more. And I know some people think that's crazy, but if you've been around here long enough, you know that's how we roll. You got the level 99 fishing cup right here. Let's go. And when prices go down, you buy, because you're not a paper-handed weenie baby. Yesterday, I bought NEO. I'm like, when this Chinese stuff U-turns, NEO's going back to the frickin' moon. NEO up 4.2%, 3.7% right now. AMC's up about 4.2%. Well, notice you see that with Xpeng as well and Alibaba. Actually, hold on. Where did Alibaba go? Let's see. Sometimes Baba can be a little funny. Alibaba, BABA. Baba is actually down 0.66 in the pre-market here. It's Xpeng and NEO that are positive. Okay, well, I had a misimpression of that there for a moment. But anyway, you've also got Zoom Video up today. It's up 3.6%. Keep in mind, it's at like 271. This is a fraction of where it was previously during some of the crazy highs where this thing ran up to like $400. It was nuts. Tattooed Chef, 1885, up a couple percent. You got American Airlines, EXPI, GameStop, Airbnb. All these guys up about 1.8-ish%. Carvana, Robinhood, Walt Disney, Wynn Resorts. These guys all up about 1% to 1.5%. Palantir, despite losing that contract, still green today. Square, Lemonade, all up about 0.75%. Tesla looks like we got another 0.5% rally here. Hippo's coming up with a third, and Purple Innovation coming up with about a quarter on the way to the upside. Slack Technologies, these guys pretty flat over here. Big losers we touched on, it was really IronNet, Camber, and some of the momentum plays. But take a peek at crypto, folks. Crypto is just absolutely taken off, just out of nowhere. NEO delivered nearly 11K. Ooh, Ooh, that's amazing. That's actually really good. The 11,000 for Neo, that's phenomenal. I'm gonna just fact check that really quick. Neo US equity. There we go. Let's see if we can fact check what you saying. I want that to be true. I think it's great. Okay, let's see here. Q3 delivered 24,439 vehicles. Where's the 11,000 in a month? After the Chinese-based electric vehicle maker reported deliveries of 10,628 in September. Wow. Okay, so not quite 11,000, but still 10,628. Very nice. Very nice. All right, so third quarter was ahead of the company's own guidance. Yeah, good moves. I like it. I like it a lot. Tesla, I don't think, is actually going to give us their data probably until Sunday or Monday. Let's see here. All right, so let's see here. Okay, individual company news for Tesla. I don't think we have any earnings yet, or deliveries rather. Tesla's quarterly deliveries are expected to be hit by the chip shortage. Right, well, we'll see. We will see. Tesla bulls optimistic for that Q3 performance. Well, yeah, of course. Of course. All right. So, good rebound here, though, in crypto, folks. Seriously. Very, very, very good run. I did buy a good heavy chunk a couple days ago. I think it was 2 nights ago. No, I'm pretty sure it was Wednesday sometime, but I don't know. Anyway, at some point during Wednesday, I said, you know what? It's time. As soon as the crypto market starts pricing in this China fears going away, crypto's going right back up. All right. So let's see here. All right, let's take a peek here. So Sun Power's up a lot. Let's figure out why. This is what we like doing. We like seeing exactly what the data is. So Sun Power is up. Sector update. A clean tech. No. Some initiative. I doubt it's that. Global clean tech. I can't. Really? Sun Power? Here. No, that's Sunrun. Sunrun and Enphase were initiated with outperform ratings at BMO, forecasting a multi-year boom. Okay. I don't actually see anything on Sun Power. Sun Power, here we go. No, this was yesterday. This could have been later in the day yesterday. Sun Power to replace Chimerex Energy in the S&P Mid-Cap 400. There you go. Wow. That's amazing. That's really good. That's great. That's great news for Sun Power. Okay, let's try Moderna. Yeah, I see the comments here. Moderna's falling 6%. So let's get an exact reason here. Merck to seek emergency use authorization as soon as possible. Okay. All right, so Moderna. Human error, reason behind contaminated Moderna vaccines. We've got World Bank approves $500 million loan for Argentina to buy COVID doses. We have, let's see here. It's a lot of news this morning that mentions Moderna. Oh, here we go. Hold on. There's a red bar here. What's this? Okay. Oh, this is just Australia talking about vaccine. Okay, so that's not. So the only thing I see here is something about contamination in Moderna vaccines based on human error. I don't know if that's driving the catalyst right now for a downside. Let's see if you have any comment. It's the Merck news, y'all think? Okay, well, let's listen into the Merck news for a moment then.
To people in phase 1, we saw that it was very well tolerated, similarly to placebo, and we were getting blood levels that suggested that there was enough drug in the people, that if we treated people who were sick with COVID, that we should be able to replicate what we saw in animals, which is prevent people from getting sicker. And happily today, we're able to show that phase 3 was stopped early, as you mentioned, in outpatients, and we're able to reduce hospitalizations by.
It would make sense, I suppose, that when you get a competitor, I see a few of you here suggesting it's the Merck news. Yeah, I don't think it would be the human error behind contaminated Moderna vaccines. I mean, I don't know that markets would really value a contaminated dose or sort of a mistake like that as affecting a stock by about 6%. More so, I agree. Merck chasing down this approval is it's a competitive force, and that's something that definitely can change market share. So let's see what else. So Zom's up 18%. Let's see what's up with Zom. If this is really just a what do we have here? A momentum move this morning, like a stock twits, or if this is if this has any fundamental reason behind it. Because remember, when we looked this up with Emren, we were a little disappointed. Okay, let's see here. So Zamerica. Individual news. We have $71 million Pulse Veterinary acquisition. Wow. Zamedica buys Pulse Veterinary for $70.9 million. Okay, so Pulse Veterinary. Let's see here. Let's see if we can learn a little bit about that Pulse Vet. The best. Take a look here. So, a leader in veterinary shock wave technology. My goodness. Wow. So, is this like an ultrasound then? Smaller, faster, easier to use. Industry leader in veterinary regenerative medicine. Only high energy focused sound wave. Yeah, it looks like a type of ultrasound almost for children, or not for children, for pets, obviously, but for vets to use. And I don't know much about Zom personally, other than it regularly being something that trades on momentum, on a momentum basis. But looks like this is their main product here. What is this? TrueForma, in-clinic biosensor platform, transforming veterinary diagnostics where it matters most. TrueForma by Zamedica. Okay. So a shoebox-sized product. All right. Well, there are so many people I know that trade Zom, and they don't even care what the heck it does. It's interesting to me that they acquired essentially another option here for expanding their business. I mean, is it worth 19%? Well, I think when you combine probably normal business news with momentum stock, you get a whole lot of excitement. I'll leave it at that. So then we've got so we talked about SunPower, talked about Zom. Hut 8's obviously moving on crypto along with Micro, Riot, Hive, Marathon. Why is Lordstown moving today? Let's try Lordstown. All right. Lordstown. Let me take a peek over here. Lordstown plant sale unveiled. What? The Lordstown Foxconn deal is reportedly valued at $230 million to $280 million. Morgan Stanley rides Lordstown Motors new managers by Tony from Bloomberg. Okay, Lordstown Motors shares were higher after the EV producer agreed to sell its assembly plant in Lordstown, Ohio, to Foxconn. I wonder if this is going to be a way to sort of participate in the run of, hey, why don't you bail us out over here and manufacture our cars and our idea for us, but we're not going to be able to do it ourselves. Well, that's interesting. Kind of makes sense. But it also makes me curious, if it's Foxconn, is there an Apple connection? The Lordstown Foxconn deal is reportedly valued at $230 million to $280 million. Let's see here. We'll move forward with a plan to build a limited number of vehicles for testing, validation, and verification through the rest of the year and first part of 2022. Morgan Stanley reinstated coverage after the company with an equal weight rating. Adam Jones said the fresh coverage was driven by a new management team in place. While risks remain, we believe that Ride's EV per unit of technical capacity of $2,500 to $3,000 may provide valuation support. I mean, that's like the software updates that Tesla pitches. I love it. Love it. All right. So Lordstown, Hut, Marathon Hive. Okay, we talked about the crypto movers. We talked about SunPower and Zom. AMC, look at that, going right back to $40. All right. Sorry. Got to take those sips of the coffee before coffee gets too cold. AMC back to 40. Very nice. I want to take a peek. I believe we have a 41 or 42. Yeah, 41.36 line here. And we've bounced off this before, 41.36 with only slight breakthrough. So we'll keep an eye on this. Let's look at downside. IronNet, Camber, Moderna, Marcus, Cannabis ETF, Blue Apron. These guys all down a chunk over here. Nothing too particularly exciting, in fact, in the market right now. See, so we have a substantial amount more of green. We've got cryptos rallying. I don't know if we have a leftover dip. Where's a leftover dip? I mean, you got Pfizer down as well today, along with Moderna. Makes sense. Moderna's run a lot more than Pfizer. Weed Maps Technology. Gosh, if you had legal marijuana, like federally legal marijuana, imagine just the amount of businesses that would be able to pop up because of that. That's incredible. All right. So let's take a peek at some of the other headlines here. Other than Merck, which Jim Cramer is really hitting on Merck. Let's listen in for a moment.
Positive reaction to Binax now.
So hopefully, if we're fortunate enough to get emergency use or full approval from FDA and it's available, at that point you would very likely want to call your physician, let your physician know you've tested positive, and then your physician, in consultation with you, would decide if it's the right thing for you to reduce your risk of hospitalization or death based on the data that we've shared today.
Wendy, this is also a big day, obviously, not just for Merck, but for Ridgeback Biotherapeutics as well. And conceivably, given the numbers that we're talking about from Merck, you guys are going to do quite well as well. I just wonder, how are you going to change your approach? I mean, I know, Wayne, as an investor for so many years, does this change sort of what you guys are doing at Ridgeback, given what has been a long process here, but ultimately one that does appear to be like
we're going to flip off this year. We're going to jump on over. Let's see if Fox Biz has anything for us. Otherwise, we'll go back to sticks and articles.
The president right now, because they see the approval ratings, they see what happening in Afghanistan. They see the border, they see inflation. This is their opening to draw a line in the sand with the political cover, because they realize he doesn't have the support of the American people.
No, absolute crisis day. And crisis.
Well, this is a crisis administration.
It is right in the middle of it. You got it. All right. That was pretty good.
All right. I'm going to pull off this. Lots of ranting right now. Let's go ahead and see what the financial papers are showing as the top news today. Democrats delay vote on the $1 trillion infrastructure package. We saw this coming a mile away. Saw this coming quite a while away. The deadline Nancy Pelosi set for the infrastructure package was supposed to be on Monday. She decided, no. We will start debating on Monday and we'll pass it by the 27th was the original goal. 3 days after, so 27th or 28th. And now it's October 1st. Still no. Still nada. So let's see here. Okay, 10 years of Facebook employee data. U.S. consumers ramped up spending in August. So there's that consumer confidence again, like we kind of talked about in that. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say consumer confidence, that consumer spending, which is weird because you've got consumer spending going up, even though some signs of mobility are going down and consumer confidence isn't the greatest. But you still have spending going up, which is great. Annual spending rose 0.8% and income was up 0.2%, fueled by speculation and rising wages. Rising wages also obviously very important for not only individual workers, but if they can now provide more value because they've become more efficient, well, they deserve to be paid more. So I think that's wonderful. All right. Remember, folks, the facility that Lordstown is selling to Foxconn used to be owned by GM in late 2019. It opened in 1996, and Lordstown came under investigation this summer. The SEC commissioner sought information regarding the merger between Diamond Peak and Legacy Lordstown, as well as the reported vehicle pre-orders the company achieved. Yeah. See, I don't even think they're actually taking pre-orders for the Lordstown. Oh, wait, the pickup should. No, the pickup does. Pickup, Lordstown. I think the only thing that kicked Lordstown in the butt here was really, what's it called? The Cybertruck. Woo! Okay. Let's see here. Lordstown Motors Corp, the Endurance. Okay, we'll accept your cookies. Revolutionary by design, four-wheel, finest moving parts. Yeah, it's kind of cool. A little like Honda Pilot-esque. The front, little on the square side. It's all right. All right. Let's take a look at 10-year Treasury yields. 10-year Treasury. Okay. So 10-year Treasury back to 1.493. That's great. That is great. This is again a reiteration that maybe the Chinese crisis is a little bit overblown. Maybe it's a little bit too much because really what you've got here is you've got a run up, a sort of pullback from going too far down into that 127 to 129 range, and ran up to 1.56 in terms of a yield, and has since dropped to about 1.49% in terms of a yield on the treasuries, which is very incredible. So it's nice to see this rotate back down. And I think that's probably also why we're seeing some kind of stock movement here. Let's see. Random YouTube chat question I've been meaning to ask. Do you see retracted messages in your... Nope. Once it's retracted, it disappears. And it'll just has a little bubble that says retracted. I mean, we can try it right now, but at least that was my understanding. But I think rather than purely speculate, it'd be better to try it. So, yeah, try. I don't know what Drew. Why don't you try to retract that message? So let's see what happens, and I'll let you know. Okay, test message. Nick's funny. Thank you. All right, I want to go shopping, folks. Yesterday was so fun. I like going shopping. Yeah, it literally just says message retracted, and I can't reply. No, I can't click on it or anything to try to get the whole message. Yep, that'll do it. Okay, what is this question here? Lucid and Peter Rawlinson remind me of John DeLeon. Yeah. So drawing these parallels to John DeLorean and Peter Lucid and Peter Rawlinson remind me of John DeLorean and his motor back in the 80s, where he is rigged all of the time. U.S. taxpayers. Where's... Yeah, hold on. little slightly confused with your statement there, but maybe I'm just not reading it right. But yeah, hey, Peter Rawlinson, I can't personally pinpoint what he reminds me of, but he reminds me of a lot of different things. They're mostly positive, but I mean, like, just the way Peter sounds, it's just like, man, Peter, whatever you're drinking, keep it up. And it's not to imply that you have to be drinking something. It's just to say that I think it's awesome. All right. So we have 2.5 minutes to the opening bell. Kind of excited to see what happens. Thoughts on Nokia? Yeah, not much. I mean, you don't really have people running out going, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get the Nokia. Most people are going to be like, what's that? You know, not saying you need that kind of advertising to collect a nice dividend or whatever, but not something for my portfolio. This might be one of the first times I finish a coffee before the live stream starts. I did it. Hey, first for everything. So anyway, we have look at this Cardano, folks. Cardano right now sitting somewhere around 222 with Bitcoin coming off that 48K number a little bit here, sitting at 47.3 right now, and Ethereum at 32.30. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, yeah, I had sold all my crypto and then rebought it at a lower cost basis, and I feel like I got lucky with that timing, but I was just looking at the technicals, and I'm looking at the actual details surrounding the circumstances of what's going on with the Evergrande crisis, and I felt that was a good opportunity to take advantage of lowering my basis. All right, so let's see here. Most important play is 5G infrastructure and not their funds. Yeah, wow. I mean, that's amazing. I have little to know about Coffee Bird. I know little. I need a YOLO play. I know market's about to open. I don't know. That's interesting. 5G is going to be a very big piece of our future here soon. Let's listen in.
What's happening in the movie business?
To the opening bell.
What I just heard from the homeless. I think people are going to be going out more. AMC's got some movies coming out. We've got Venom. We had Bond. I pulled up with Adam Aaron yesterday, who's the CEO. He's talking about the Bond numbers in Europe are extraordinary. It's going to get people to the movies. I feel great. People are going to go out. So if you have an AMC and you're thinking, well, maybe it's too dangerous, this could change things. It's a game. It's also, by the way, anti-inflationary, if you can believe it. Right. Because people will be showing up to work. You can't work in the ports, the docks, the whole thing. We hope so.
Wow. Big cheer here, Carl.
We love the enthusiasm. There's the opening bell and the CNBC real-time exchange.
Let's see it.
At the big board, it is quantum computing company IonQ.
Ooh, that's a 90 green. That's a 90% greener.
A breakfast and lunch restaurant chain celebrating
That's
its
a good
IPO.
day. It's a good day so far. Looks like AMC up 3%. Carnival Cruise Lines and Dave & Buster's. I'm sorry. And Dave & Buster's. And the Playboy Group. I almost got those two mixed up. Looks like they are running on the sentiment of the day. What's losing? Let's get, we got pre-market put aside, and OTC won't actually tell us until we are in the process further. There we go. Okay, hold on a second. AMC. Okay, here we go. So, wow. Yeah, look at this. Hold on a second. Look at that. AMC just popped here, now up 5.2%. Carnival Cruise Lines here popping off at the beginning as well, 5.28%. Norwegian Cruise Lines really taking off here. The recovery stocks all of a sudden really taking off. Volta's recovering off of that drama the other day here. Let's see here. How are crypto's not really moving off the opening bell? Okay, and that's blue. Okay, that's a smaller one. Let me see here. I want to look at and understand the downside. Hold on one sec. Okay, so what do we got going on the downside? So downside, you really just have, you've got Camber selling off. Gosh, I wanted to short this yesterday. It would have printed tendies, but I couldn't short it. Yesterday morning, I literally opened up the window and tried to make the trade here, expecting that momentum to start fizzling away pretty soon. And it appears that potentially could be the case for Camber and IronNet. And then we've got Moderna on the Merck news down 7.71%. Get that competition in the market. This is a good thing, though. You've got Emrin. Okay, let's see what else. Let's see here. Electromechanica is down a little bit. DQ Energy is down. Macy's rotating down again 1%. Golly. Matterport, perfect. We're getting Matterport right where we want it. We literally want Matterport to run to like $14 or $15. Like, hurry up, give us our discount, and then run back to the moon. Okay, pick us up on the little spaceship, and we'll ride to the moon together. Okay, how's Tesla? Tesla's actually rotating down. It's actually giving up its gains of the day. SPY. How's the S&P 500 doing? S&P 500 is up about 0.42%. This is good. Slight rotation to the downside, but not full yet. Thank you so much, Chantilly Martin. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, what's left to buy? We're not going to do momentum. Upstart, I think, is a little pricey. Hippo's looking juicy. Hippo, Matterport. Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good ones. That's like your China and SPAC exposure, right? Etsy's down about 0.5%. So what is this? Is this another one of those markets where it just goes up and then like straight down? Little fluctuations in the middle and then just straight down again. Who knows? All right. So let's see here. SunPower. Wow, look at SunPower run. SunPower's really taking off. 11.81%. Merck leads the Dow after positive COVID treatment news. Let's take a listen in.
Shares have been up almost 12%. We'll see how it ends the day, but that's where it is right now based on the Mevacor. That's a long time ago.
Well, it was, yes, 1987. It was during the month of August when they had the number of Mevacor, the breakthrough, and it was incredible.
All right, nothing super exciting here. By the way, I want to just quickly remind you to get up to $70 totally for free by going to Public. Go to metkevin.com/public, get a free stock worth up to $70. Make sure you use that link to get that $70 or up to $70. Go to metkevin.com/public, sign up for Public. It's a great trading platform. You can socially share messages, and they don't use payment for order flow or sell your information. So check them out. Linked below, or metkevin.com/ what did I say? Public. Okay, I'm getting distracted here by the run in the recovery sector. It's really good right now. United Airlines 5.3%. It's broad too. It's very, very broad. To me, it's a sign of individuals being still very willing to be risk on here, especially with a potential Delta winter ahead of us. But as long as we don't get too many breakthrough infections, because people have had their vaccines for 8 months or so, or will have had their vaccines for about 8 months or so in February or January, maybe even more so. Well, then that's going to be something that could create some potential issues for recovery stocks, especially if there's talk about shutting down or introducing new requirements for basic things like going to the movies, grocery store, or other school even. Let's see here. Somebody's asking about a Hut 8 call. I did a Hut 8 call and then I sold it. Gosh, like roughly the next day. But I just don't like holding calls unless the volatility is going up. Then that's good. So you want to look up a volatility chart for that purpose. Kevin, okay, let's see here. Penn running on vaccine news. Yeah, I believe that. Let's listen in here for a moment to Jim Cramer, actually. Let's listen in here.
Lawsuit. The stock broke down to 27.
Yeah.
But I do think that it is breakthrough. Do I think it's wrong that stocks are flying? I think psychologically, Carl.
Yeah, tell me. This turned the market.
It should.
Before this news came out,
Yeah,
the
6 a.m.
futures
You
were
could see
looking down.
futures skyrocket. Yeah.
Yeah, and we also get away from when I spoke to.
It's possible this other vaccine could be helping recovery stocks today. Just anytime there's a vaccine news, it's like, all right, more of a guarantee that we're going to get going fast, which is super exciting. That's great. Carrier Global HVAC. I usually don't get into those sorts of. I mean, that's specifically down into. Did you say commercial or residential? Carrier Furnace. Where was it? I lost your question. Where's Spice Fallen? Okay, yeah, maybe it was asked elsewhere, but anyway. Okay. So anyway, let's just move on and talk about some things that really are pressing right now on sort of a minute by minute basis. And that's really deciding, is there anything that you think is left behind that's worthwhile of a, whether it's a YOLO or buy shares or whatever. Like yesterday, we were saying we were looking at things like Cloudflare, DocuSign, Disney, Trade Desk, SoFi, Matterport, Wayfair, and then you've also got Peloton, and I don't know what the last one is, but Peloton's a little bit of an asterisk. In fact, I'm going to write that down. Peloton, asterisk. Okay, so let's see here. Then we have ChargePoint under 20, really? Let's see here. ChargePoint. Okay. ChargePoint. Yeah. Low volume on ChargePoint. I want to look at ChargePoint's volume relative to the other days here. It's been pretty consistent, 7 to 12 mil here. Been pretty consistent. Yeah, I don't know. One of these days, maybe we'll pull the trigger on ChargePoint. I have not yet. All right, let's keep going here. Bitcoin posts biggest increase since July in a matter of minutes. Yeah, it goes fast with crypto. You got to be, you got to hold on to that to your seat, so to speak. Affirm. I see your comments here. Let's see. Affirm. Okay. Affirm. Ooh, nice red bar. There's going to be some buying opportunities. Wonder why all of a sudden such a sudden bar. Let me see this here. Okay, so let's see. Affirm. All right, let me go to oh yeah, back to the bar. Sorry, I thought I was back on the bars. My bad. Okay, so digital payments, stocks decline despite strong earnings. Okay, so maybe more of just like a broader. Yeah, look at this fall on Affirm right now. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I want to see what's happening. Wait a minute. Square's also falling like this. What's happening here? Tesla. All of them are doing it. They're all doing it. Oh my gosh. SPY. Yep. They're all selling off. Here we go again. It's the flipperoo. Why is it always got to be dip? But it's okay. More buying opportunities. I like buying opportunities. But the problem is Oh, hold on a second. Yeah. Oh, here's more on the. Hold on a sec. What's this? Associated Press. Merck says experimental pill cuts worst effects of COVID. I thought they were talking about a vaccine. Hold on. Drug maker Merck said Friday that it's, yeah, that's today's news, that it's, here, look at this. This is interesting. And while the spy is falling, let's take a look at this. Not, what is this? Google Drive. Come on, paste over. Paste. Oh, okay. Fine, I'll have to type it. Associated Press, Merck. Oops, there's a C in there. Yeah, look at that. This is interesting. So this is what's hurting Moderna? I thought maybe it was another vax, which that would have made sense. But really, treatment news here? COVID drug maker Merck said Friday that its experimental COVID-19 pill reduced hospitalizations and death by half in people recently infected with COVID. Whoa, that's good. That's like a magic bullet there. But it's in half, so it's not, obviously the efficacy is obviously much less. If cleared, the drug would be the first pill shown to treat COVID-19, a potentially major advance in efforts to fight the pandemic. All COVID therapies are now authorized in the U.S. via an IV or injection. Merck and its partners said early results showed patients who received the drugs within 5 days of COVID-19 symptoms had about half the rate of hospitalization and half the patients who received a dummy pill. Wow. Or sugar pill. Wow. I always think it's so interesting that, like, if you go into some of these trials, it's like you have no idea. Are you the one who got the real thing, or are you the the what's it called? Here's just a free sample. Thanks for calling our event random. All right. So what else here? ZOM, TMC, BTC, SunPower. SunPower pulling back a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Gonna pull back here. Just take ivermectin. Oh no. Oh man. Pins? Is pins going up? Let's see here. Oh wow, good. Finally, pins is moving up. Good. It's taken long enough. Golly. All right. So what else? So patients take this pill twice a day for 5 days and complete a course of treatment. Earlier study results showed that the drug did not benefit patients who were already hospitalized. That's unfortunate. So, yeah, I remember Remdesivir by Gilead. That was crazy. Emergency use of 3 antibiotic therapies that help the immune system fight the virus. But all the drugs have to be given by IV. Yeah, this is just a pill. Wow. So basically, you get diagnosed with COVID, pop the pill. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, some people might just opt for this pill if they get COVID over having the vaccine. Wow. I mean, not that it's foolproof, but boy, oh boy. Yeah, I agree with you that the support line for ChargePoint is around $20. I do agree with you on that. Let's look at some other news here. Yep, Financial Times. Okay, the Democrats delay. We know that. We know things are in jeopardy. It's really the news today is really just about Merck. I mean, that is really fascinating. The a COVID pill, essentially, or an anti-COVID pill. It's an antidote. Well, not really. It lessens those symptoms for they say roughly 50%. Hold on, let me just pull that. I want to pull that up again. Merck pill cuts worst effects. Here we go. Where was it? 30. No. 50%. Yeah, 50% in hospitalization reduction or death. That's not bad. You know, that's for not having the vaccine. It makes you wonder, can you stack it with the vaccine? Nope, no information on that yet. I mean, I wouldn't do it until I actually talk to your medical professional on this, but that is interesting. You just see people spack a little bit of everything together. Not spack, or smack a little bit of everything together. So when they're trying to fight COVID without a vaccine, look at the SPY here, down to 429. Ooh, whoever's got those SPY puts, they're printing tendies. All right, let's go to the change percent again. So ZOM, TMC, SunPower, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Pinterest, and Dogecoin leading the day, along with Norwegian Cruise Lines, United Airlines, Cardano, Voyager, MicroStrategy, Dave & Buster's, and Carnival. Wow. It's a lot. It's a green day for recovery stocks. Not so green here for tech stocks. In fact, most tech-related stocks seem to be going bad right now. So where's Enphase? So we can see if there's a deal to be had. No, I don't know anything about Allegrand, sadly. Okay, look at that. Enphase is coming back a little bit. Nice. Very nice. Right here with Disney and Neo. Hey, you know what? Do that every day. Give us 1% every day for a year. Woo, that'd be a lot. That'd be 365 times our original investment, but then plus whatever dividend for that lockup. It's dividends are fascinating in that sense. But I usually stay away from the high yield dividends because they're not so cut and dry. They're usually investing in areas where you probably don't want to be investing in anyway. So, all right. BTC, Ethereum, Torch. That's metamaterial now, isn't it? Yeah, pretty sure it is. But let me look at a Barron's piece here. Barron's. All right. Let's see. Game changer. Shares of the three companies developing COVID antivirals. Yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of is a little bit of a game changer. I wonder what they have on age. Nothing. Okay. Because with the vaccines, obviously that went in groups. I would expect a similar thing to be done with this sort of bill as well, or not bill, this sort of authorization. Let's see here. Merck says it's pill, cuts COVID hospitalizations. Stock is jumping. Okay. All right. So there's obviously plenty of additional information. Oh, what's this on Kathy? Let's listen here. What she got?
They're the company that has led this whole charge of saying, you know what, we are not going to blow up the balance sheet anymore. We're going to return capital. That has never been what oil companies have done, other than when Rockefeller in the book, David, when he first started.
Yeah, well, she's talking about whale oil. That's what they first started with.
She's got a historical perspective.
Till the fines in Pennsylvania. That started it all off for.
And that farm of mine, I keep telling my wife,
Rockefeller.
Let's drill in the basement.
Meanwhile, I mean, I'm seeing a story here. A German power plant just ran out of coal. They ran out of coal.
They want coal. We'll send them all the coal we want.
Europe is having some weird energy shortage
China is
problems.
too.
Yeah.
But we're not, and that's important. But the fact is oil's a world price. And natural gas.
Let's switch it. Let's see what business.
House Financial. Build for what's
commercial.
ahead.
I'm Doug Hopkins.
Let's see what they have. Of course, they have a commercial. Okay. So let's see how things are moving in stocks again. Hold on. Okay, so I am taking a peek here for big losers. Moderna's down almost a full 10%, folks. Oh my gosh, that's a big drop for Moderna. That's big news. I mean, for Moderna to be down 10% on collateral damage, yeah, I mean, that's big news, especially since there's so much doubt around the vaccines themselves. Like I said, if you can take a pill and be protected to some extent, that's great. Emrin, Naked. Okay, these folks rotating down. Bed Bath, if people would actually take it, by the way, too. Metamaterials, Pfizer, Etsy. What is Etsy doing? Etsy's at 204. Okay. Affirm. Yeah, okay. Bobbing around like crazy here. Just go Affirm. Affirm 1.69%. Recovering, though. Wonder if the SPY's also recovering. SPY. Not really. That's interesting. Huh. So let's see here. What does this say? Anything that reduces inflammation could be beneficial. LOL. I'm not going to take an immunosuppressant. Oh, sounds anti-vax. Not that's a bad thing. Just saying. That's what it sounds like. Did some research based on I recommend based on okay, y'all having a conversation with each other. Okay. Enjoy that conversation with each other. All right. So, these are some heavy greens here. They're all 4.5 to 5%. That's pretty cool. And if I go to the downside, Lordstown Motors, wow, down 9.02%. Yikes. It's almost like people forgot they had it. So they're like, yes, thanks for the reminder. Jeez. Matterport, 1835. Good. All right. So, yeah, let's see here. Is the 10-year back below 1.15? Wow. That's really bullish for the market. Telling you, the fear is evaporating, folks. NASDAQ did just go negative, though. And bonds. Yeah, 1.48. You're right. All right, what does this have? Let's see here. JP Morgan sees airline stock come back, continuing with Southwest. Southwest is pretty well capitalized compared to the others. Southwest's not going anywhere. American Airlines. Travel updates, travel kits. Huh. All right. Anyway. Let's see. What else here? So far, otherwise, I mean, the spark lines are rotating down. All of them are. But we're getting a tiny inflection point in some of them. Certainly anything technology is. The non-technology, well, but then again, SunPower's tech. It's up 12% on this news. My gosh. We just invested in them in the M1 pie as well. That's crazy. Kevin, is it common to buy... Hold on. What? Is Canada... Okay, hold on. What? I'm confused by what you're asking. What is Canon? A buy with their new business model? Yeah, I'm not super familiar with this. Okay, what else? All right. So, yeah, I mean, SunPower is obviously on a real tear here. The S&P 500 is still bleeding. sort of broad bleed out here. And it must be tech that's bleeding out if recovery is doing so well. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm going to rebuy a position in Matterport one of these days here, wherever the heck it is. Okay. All right. So, yeah, golly, wow. What crypto's rotating a little bit on this news here. Or the lack thereof. No, not really. It's really playing our line is what it's doing. It's playing the line. It's like a monster. See, it's for Halloween. The stock chart made it perfect. Thank you for complimenting the timing there. This is one of the worst months I ever. I mean, September. We're in October now. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But it's all right. Okay. So, folks, I'm going to keep this one a little bit shorter than usual. Make sure you get your free stock with public. I've got a commitment to run to, so we'll be doing the course member live stream a little bit later today, but we'll get it done, and then that way we can also reach that audience. But most of the time will be immediately after this particular live stream, but today is not that kind of day. So, folks, yeah, look, thanks for being here. I'm going to track this. If there are buys and sells I'm going to make, I'm going to send out an alert. And Stocks and Psychology of Money, link down below, of course. Use that coupon code. But beyond that, yeah, I mean, it seems like beyond Merck, it's a little bit of a slow news day. And we'll see how it evolves because some things are starting to look pretty red and other things are looking like they're ready to go. So we'll see. Anyway, folks, thank you very much. Really appreciate y'all. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.